Hello everyone and welcome back. If you are new, thank you so much for joining us, and I just want to say that I appreciate you spending your precious time with us. It really is greatly appreciated, and as you can tell from the name or the title of this video, we are starting on the Closet of Narnia, aka the Doom Closet. Okay, so this closet was a space where I was storing books, memorabilia stuff, basically stuff that I had nowhere else to put it, including my arts and crafts cabinet. As you can see, it's like a 4 or 5 drawer Rubbermaid cabinet rolly thing. I don't know what you call them. But yeah. So there are a few things that I did in this closet. I took it in steps because, guys, if you see this closet, if you've seen the before and everything, you understand how overwhelming this could have got. And I knew going in to this decluttering and everything that, one, I had a lot of stuff that I needed to go ahead and get rid of because I hadn't reached for it in forever. And two, I knew that in this closet there was a lot of sentimental memorabilia items from when my now 19-year-old was in kindergarten. Yes, guys, I found a box full of his kindergarten papers. I kid you not. And that child is 19 now. And I found a box full of his papers. I did end up letting most of it go. But the ones that he actually made himself, like, art projects or drawing, coloring, on his drawing, or like, how they'll like write like little not books, but like little papers and then draw and stuff. I kept those. But everything else I did let go of. But yeah, this closet was a tough one because I also found some of my grandmother who had passed. I also found some of her stuff up in here. So it was it was very overwhelming, very mentally and emotionally and even physically tiring. So I did take this in steps. I tackled a little bit each day. So the first thing that I did was I worked on the floor of it. Now, at the end of this, when I do the after of what the closet looks like, there is still some stuff on the floor. But the main reason I left whatever little bit was in there was because I plan on doing another video of the closet, but this time I'm going to be transforming the closet into something, a more useful space, and that's all the detail I'm going to give you right now. But yeah, I took this in steps. This day I worked on the floor, or say like if I was working on the floor and something just happened to fall off the shelf, I would go ahead and deal with that. So I worked on the floor, and I think I might have worked on some of the shelves / milk crates that I had on one side of the wall. I think I might have worked on some of that in the same day. And then the next day I went through the sentimental, the memorabilia, all that stuff. But yeah, I basically worked in sections, the floor, and then I went up to the top shelves. Well, the top shelf basically is where all the memorabilia and stuff was. So, yeah, as you can see, I found a lot of the pictures of when my boys were younger, and yeah, I'm in my feels this week, guys. But I did do the shelf that is in the closet. I did that. And then after that, the last thing I did in this closet was I had went through all the books. And as you can see, I got rid of a ton of books. Like just about, I'd say probably about 85% of the books that was in here I did get rid of. And a lot of those books that I did have, over half of those books was when we were homeschooling, or when I was homeschooling my kiddos and stuff like that. So I did have like a lot of workbooks and a lot of books to help me as far as homeschooling and stuff like that. Because here's a little backstory. So my son, my oldest son, he was in public school, you know, from kindergarten up to 7th grade. Okay. But now, all through school, he was made to feel like he didn't belong and that he wasn't smart enough. Okay. And so I made the decision to bring him out and homeschool him. And that is the best decision that we had ever made. Now, I'm not telling you that it was the greatest thing in the world and not stressful, because let me tell you, it was stressful. It was stressful beyond belief. But this child went from a 5th grade level, and him in 7th grade, guys, he was a 7th grader. They basically, because of the No Child Left Behind stuff, they basically just passed him. So he really wasn't learning how he was supposed to. They wasn't taking the time, you know, or whatever. I mean, I know I'm not blaming the teachers or anything like that, because I know that there's not a lot of people that want to teach anymore and everything, and they don't have a lot of, you know. But he went from a 5th grade. Now, this is just like 1 year of us, 1 year of me homeschooling. He went from a 5th grade level to a 7th grade or above level. Okay. Now, wait, let me restate that, because he was on a 5th grade level and we took him out in 7th grade. Okay. So he was on the level he was supposed to be before the following year, if that makes sense. So he was on the appropriate grade level after we took him out for that year, from going from a 5th grade level to the appropriate level. So he would have been an 8th grader, and he was on the 8th grade level when he was supposed to be an 8th grader. And my son, the oldest, just has graduated. He graduated in June. So my baby is no longer in school, and he is an adult, which that still, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, most of those books, I got a little sidetracked and on a rant there, guys. So sorry. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, most of those books that was in the closet was from where I was homeschooling and stuff like that. It was just little things that helped and everything. But, oh, and guys, if the lighting is bad in this video, or worse than normal, because it's always bad, but if the lighting is worse than normal, or if the video seems a little more wobbly or shaky or something like that, it is because my tripod one of the legs has officially messed up. So it took an act of Congress just to try to get it to stand up the appropriate way, the way that I needed it to. It kept falling and it kept moving back, and there might even be parts in this video to where it actually literally fell. So yeah, I have got to look into getting me a new tripod, because mine has broke. Don't ask how. I don't know. Things just mysteriously break around here. I have a pretty good idea how, but I'm not going to say. But yeah, guys, I like this closet. I would rather tackle my whole entire room 100 times than I would to tackle this closet again. And there is a video like quite a while back on my channel of where I first tackled the closet of Narnia. And I actually got it looking halfway decent. Like, you could walk in there and everything. And then from then up until me doing it now, that's just how bad it got. And yeah, and I guess that just happens sometimes when you live in a small place or you don't have like a lot of room. Oh, there's a little thing that I left in here that my youngest son was doing. He found my guitar that I have, and yeah, I left something in here for y'all. I thought it'd be hilarious and it'd crack y'all up. So it should be coming up soon. I'll try to stop talking when it does come up. But yeah, when you live in a small place, you just try your best to find areas to put things. Like, I mean, maybe it's just me, guys. I don't know. Because when you have a lot of stuff and everything, you have to find some place to put it. And to me, putting it in a closet or something is like out of sight, out of mind, or a thing of, oh, I'll just worry about that later, or, something like that. But when you do that, or at least when I do it, because I can't speak for everybody else, but when I do it, it tends to get put on the back burner, especially if it's something that I'm like doing for myself. Like if there's an area that is driving me crazy or something like that, like I'll put that off until other things are done that need to be done, if that makes sense. But yeah, like I don't know, if it's out of sight, out of mind and stuff like that, I just forget about it. And I mean, I guess that's why my closet has turned into what it has. But I do, like I said earlier, I do have plans to turn it into something more functional that will hopefully be more functional for me. And hopefully it won't get back to the same shape that it is or was, because it's not like that now, but or the same shape that it was. Because this closet, it has been on my mind, to do for quite some time. But every time that I'd sit there and think, okay, well, I'm going to tackle the closet today, then I'd go, I'd go through the house and I'd be like, well, this has got to be done, that's got to be done, and all this has got to be done. And then I'd just put the closet off. That was the same way with my room before it did it. I'd put my room off because everything in the house that, if somebody was to just show up, 9 times out of 10 they're not coming in my room, they're not going in my closet, so the main areas is what I was more focused and worried about. And then my room just kind of kept getting put on the back burner, and things just kept getting put in here in the corner in the closet. That's my 2 favorite places to put stuff, guys, is just somewhere off into a corner or somewhere in a closet, where I can shut the door. Because, you shut the door, you don't see it, and it's out of sight, out of mind, whatever. Oh, and I also did go through, and this little tote right here that I have on the bed, this is the baby stuff that I was keeping just in case. But yeah, I went through everything, guys. Like, I had so much. We had to take like 2 or 3 different trips to donate the stuff that came out of my room and my closet. And I just want you to know, we did donate it, so we don't have any more donations laying around as of now. So I am super proud of us. Like, super, super proud. Because usually, if you're anything like us, those donations will sit 3, 4, 5 months in a corner somewhere or in the trunk of your car. And it's just, out of sight, out of mind. But we did donate. We donated all those books and everything. Let me tell you guys, it took at least 10 to 15 minutes for all those books and stuff to get unloaded out of the car. That's literally how many books that was donated. But anyway, I know I'm yapping y'all's ears off, guys. And like I said, the reason I like to do this is because this is the friends, this is where I can share my thoughts and, what I'm thinking or what's going on in my head. And I may be going around in circles, or I may be getting on some of y'all's nerves, and that's okay, because trust me, I get on my own nerves. Trust and believe, I do. But yeah, guys, if y'all have any of these problems, please, put it in the comments. Let me know that I'm not alone, because sometimes I wonder if it's just me or if other people are the same way I am, as far as the out of sight, out of mind, or shoving in a corner or something like that. And like I said, my areas where that is supposed to be my haven, my relaxation, my spot that I want to come and just relax after the day and after the baby's asleep and stuff, I tend to let those areas just go. Which I shouldn't, because, after some of the days that us moms especially have, we need that space. We need that relaxation. We need that area. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just me that does these stupid things. I really don't know. And maybe it's not stupid. Maybe it's just the way my brain works, or the way it's wired. I have no idea, guys. But I will let y'all listen to some music, because I'm sure y'all's tired of hearing me blab. But I do want to say, guys, thank you so much for taking your time out of your busy day, your busy schedule, your busy life, to spend it here watching me declutter this closet of Narnia, or the Doom Closet, whatever you want to call it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I greatly appreciate it. And I'd greatly appreciate if you could talk to me in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as possible, I promise. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you will come back soon. I try to post twice a week, and yeah, I'd greatly appreciate, and I'd love to, talk to you guys in the comment and find out if my brain's the only way that is wired this way, or if other people's is, or what. But until next time, guys, thank you so much, and make sure that you hug your family extra tight, especially around these holiday seasons, where most of us have someone that we would love to hug and can't, obviously, because they're not here anymore. But make sure you hug your family extra tight. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.
shiny nose. And if you ever...
You know I'm going to leave that in right
No!